Hey guys, it's Coop, and welcome back to Tech News. Today I'm going to be talking about the newly shown Nintendo Switch. So Nintendo just released a video about this a day or so ago, and I'm going to be showing clips from that video as I talk about it. But without wasting any more time, here are 5 things you need to know before even considering to buy. The first thing you need to know is it is a console. The Switch part of this console is pretty interesting, and I'll talk more about that later and show some clips about it, but it is a console and it can work as that by leaving the tablet type thing on the base. As far as the base goes, it's kind of hard to tell what exactly it's going to do. We're guessing it's going to charge the device along with connect it to a TV via HDMI, but we don't really know a whole lot more than that. The second thing to know is that it's mobile, and this is where it gets its name. It can switch from a console-like device to more of a mobile device. I think Nintendo got some of its inspiration from both its Wii U and DS lineup, and I think they really made it work, and it's really interesting this time around. So there's a ton of different modes in which you can use the little included controllers. So one of those modes is you can just attach it to the side of the tablet. Another is you can turn them sideways, play with your friends. That really looks cool, and the fact that you can hold the controllers in so many different ways is a really cool feature to me. I also want to mention that those 2 controllers on the side can be put together using a little base-looking thing to make a more traditional controller. You can also get the Pro controller from Nintendo if you want even better performance. The next thing I wanted to talk about is the game cartridges. So no longer is Nintendo's console lineup going to be using discs, they're actually going to be using cartridges. Now I have no idea if this is going to be compatible with some of Nintendo's older game cartridges type things. We'll just have to find out. The next thing I want to talk about is performance. So we can tell that it's going to be better performance because one, we saw in the trailer that NBA 2K is coming to the Nintendo Switch, and that game definitely requires some higher graphics. It also looks like Nvidia is going to have a part in the graphics system of the new Nintendo Switch, and if you haven't heard of Nvidia, they're a great graphics brand, so we can only hope for the best from Nvidia. The last thing I want you guys to know is that you can play with friends. I already talked about this a little bit. I think this is one of the coolest parts of this new console, and it's going to be one of the best selling points. So once again, there's a few different ways. You can probably play online when it's in console form. So it looks like you can play with a sort of network, maybe it's Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, I don't know what it is, but you can play locally with your friends if they have a Nintendo Switch too. It also looks like there's some split screen action with your friends. Like I mentioned, you can turn those controllers sideways, play games like Mario Kart, and it almost acts as a Wii controller. The last thing that I thought was actually super cool is that it looks like there might be a car mount. It's kind of hard to tell exactly in the trailer what it is, but like I said, it looks like a car mount, and if that's true, that would be really fun because I can totally see myself on a long road trip wanting to do that instead of just sitting there. So those were 5 things you need to know before buying the Nintendo Switch. Now you can't even buy it yet. You have to wait till March, which is kind of a disappointment because it looks really cool. So with companies like Sony and Microsoft in the console world with much better performance and more games, it's kind of hard for Nintendo to keep up, so they had to be very creative, and I think they did a great job. I think this is going to be a really interesting console, and I can't wait to see some reviews when it does come out. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, make sure to leave a like, subscribe if you haven't already, but until next time, I'll catch you later. Bye!